The ruling Nepal Communist Party held a marathon meeting yesterday to finalize the candidates of the House Speaker and the National Assembly members. But the ruling party has remained divided over its decision for a common House Speaker candidate, even as saying that another round of decisive meeting is on for today. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The ruling Nepal Communist Party remains divided over the issue of picking up its common candidate for the House Speaker. Minister Lekh Raj Bhatta warns sugar industrialists of freezing all their transactions unless they clear the due payments of the sugarcane farmers. A Sudanese military plane crash in West Darfur state kills at least 18 people, including 4 children, 3 judges, 8 civilians, and 7 crew members among the dead. And Liverpool continue their undefeated run at the English Premier League in 51 matches after blanking Sheffield United 2-0. Take a clear 13-point lead in the league table. Let's begin with the national political updates. The ruling Nepal Communist Party has remained divided over the issue of selecting its common candidate for the House Speaker. The party is facing uncertainty in deciding the name of the candidates for the post of the Speaker, as Chairman duo KP Sharma Oli and Pushpa Kamal Dahal are rooting for their respective candidate. The Secretariat Committee meeting held yesterday at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar for about 4.5 hours failed to finalize the name of the candidates for the post of Speaker and for the election of the National Assembly. It has been informed that the Secretariat Committee meeting would, however, finalize the name of the candidates for the National Assembly election today. Chairman duo Oli and Dahal had earlier held the meeting on the issue twice. However, both the chairmen have reiterated their stance in the meetings. Prime Minister Oli is backing Subhash Chandra Nemwang, and Executive Chairman Dahal is in favor of Agni Sapkota. Likewise, Deputy Speaker Shivamaya Tumbahampe is also lobbying for the post. She has not stepped down from the post of Deputy Speaker as the party could not reach any conclusion. As the ruling Nepal Communist Party failed to reach any decision, the meeting of the House of Representatives, which had been called for 27th of December, has been suspended twice and has been rescheduled for 12th of January. The National Assembly has directed the government for a high-level political initiative to resolve the long-standing border dispute with India. We have a report.
The National Assembly meeting held on Thursday unanimously approved the proposal put forth by Chief Whip of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Khimlal Bhattarai, and Sarita Prasai of the main opposition, Nepali Congress, directing the government to strengthen its diplomatic initiatives and take necessary political initiatives. Members of the National Assembly jointly stated that the whole country, political forces and the public shared the same opinion on the issue. They stressed on the effective solution from the diplomatic initiatives of the government on the issue of border security.
नेपाली सीमाको रक्षा गर्न दृढ राष्ट्रिय अडान कायम भयो। सीमा सम्बन्धी उक्त विषयमा उच्च स्तरका अभूतपूर्व एकता कायम रहेको सन्दर्भमा नेपाल सरकारले यसलाई अझ सशक्त ढङ्गका साथ कूटनीतिक र उच्च स्तरीय राजनीतिक पहलकदमी गरी नेपालको भूभाग अक्षुण्ण राख्ने र कालापानी क्षेत्रबाट वर्षौंदेखि रहँदै आएका भारतीय सेना हटाउन राष्ट्रको आवाज एकताबद्ध बनाउन यो संकल्प प्रस्ताव प्रस्तुत गर्दछु।
ठीक ढङ्गले नेपाल सरकारले सुझबुझका साथ वार्तालाई अघि बढाई नेपालको सम्पूर्ण सीमाहरूमा देखिएको समस्या समाधान गरोस् भन्ने हाम्रो धारणा सहित यो संकल्प प्रस्तावको समर्थन गर्दछु।
एउटा स्थानसँग मात्रै किन केन्द्रित रह्यो? सबै सीमाको कुरा गरौँ न। जहाँ जहाँ समस्याहरू छन् ती सबै समस्याको समाधान गर्ने अठोट चाहिँ व्यक्त गर्नुभयो र त्यस हिसाबले प्रस्तावक र समर्थकज्यूले यसको परिमार्जन गर्नुभयो राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने अनुरोध पनि म गर्दछु।
While responding to the questions raised by lawmakers, Foreign Affairs Minister Pradeep Gewali conceded the existing border disputes with India involving Lipu Lake, Kalapani and Limpiyathura. Minister Gewali added the government was ready for a bilateral meeting on the issue and informed that a date for high-level meeting would be set in due time with due considerations from both the sides.
The government is currently engaged in legworks to introduce 3 more development projects on top of many national pride projects that have been stranded for years. The new list includes the Millennium Challenge Corporation that has been flayed by members of the ruling Nepal Communist Party itself.
Former Prime Minister Baburam Bhattarai had enlisted 8 projects, including the Mid-Hill and Postal Highway, Sikta, Rani Jamara and Babai irrigation projects, Gautam Buddha and Pokhara airports, and Melanchi drinking water projects as national pride projects during his tenure back in 2012. Bhattarai prioritized these 8 projects as the national pride projects to ensure they did not face a budget crunch and could be completed on time. However, the succeeding government added 13 more projects, expanding the list of national pride projects to 22, none of which has been completed for various reasons. Meanwhile, the National Planning Commission has again added Sunkoshi Marine Irrigation Project in the list. Likewise, the government is preparing to call the President's Education Improvement Program a national pride project as well.
सुनकोशी मरीन का चाहिँ 2-3 टा महत्त्व छ हैन एउटा महत्त्व भनेको त्यो चाहिँ प्रदेश नम्बर 3 मा बाँध छ प्रदेश नम्बर 2 मा गएर सिंचित हुन्छ धेरै त्यसो हुनाले गर्दा यी प्रदेशहरुको बीचको इन्टिग्रेसनलाई त्यसले सहयोग गर्छ एउटा दोस्रो त्यसले प्रदेश नम्बर 2 को चाहिँ पर्सा बारा रौतहट सर्लाही महोत्तरी उतै पर्दा धनुषासम्म पनि गएर सिंचित गर्ने त्यो परियोजना हो.
The government is also trying to include the US-funded Millennium Challenge Corporation as national pride project. However, the decision has been delayed due to controversy surrounding the project worth 55 billion rupees. Due to sluggish contractors, among other hassles, the deadline for 22 national pride projects have been extended multiple times and a large chunk of development budget misused. Experts opine it would be detrimental for the government to announce more national pride projects before concluding the existing ones.
धेरै योजना छुट्याउने अनि थोरै पैसा छुट्याउने र त्यसलाई राष्ट्रिय गौरव भन्ने प्रचलनलाई रोक्नुपर्छ. रियल्ली साँच्चै राष्ट्रिय गौरव हुने खालका यसभित्रका 22 वटा योजना मध्ये पनि छनौट गरेर यी चाहिँ साँच्चैकै राष्ट्रिय चाहिँ गौरवका योजना हुन् भनेर तिनीहरुमा पैसा बढी हालेर 6 वर्ष 7 वर्षमा सक्ने त्यो रणनीति लिएर अनि बाँकीलाई विस्तारै सक्ने रणनीतिमा जानुपर्छ. त्यसो गर्न सकेनौ भने राष्ट्रिय गौरवको आयोजना प्रति पनि मान्छेको मोहभङ्ग हुँदै जान्छ.
We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. Minister for Industry, Commerce and Supply, Lekhraj Bhatta, has warned concerned sugar industrialists of freezing all of their transactions unless they clear the due payments of the sugarcane farmers. Speaking at the National Assembly meeting held yesterday, Minister Bhatta announced that the sugar industrialists have been given a deadline of 10th of this month to clear 80% of the dues and the remaining amount by the 21st. Minister Bhatta also informed that the industrialists have been directed to purchase sugar canes from the farmers and start operations immediately. Minister Bhatta also said his ministry is preparing to form a committee including representatives from the government, sugar industrialists and farmers to address the issues of sugarcane price, purchase process and grants for the farmers. Following Minister Bhatta's announcement, members of the National Assembly put forth questions regarding the ministry's long-term approach to the existing problems. Minister Bhatta stated the government is preparing to address the 11-point demand put forth by the sugarcane farmers immediately. Lawmakers had demanded for an answer from the ministry after the sugarcane farmers staged a protest in the capital. The trend of tampering with notes by writing, coloring and tearing has gradually increased in the far western region. The law has prohibited such practices and has also provisioned legal action. However, feeble implementation of legal action has boosted the practices. The lifespan of notes in the far western region has decreased with the ineffective legal implementation. Nepal Rashtra Bank issues new notes to the public every year. However, lack of proper protection and security has decreased the lifespan of these notes. The regional office of the central bank in Dhangari has disposed notes worth 16 billion rupees until now, which includes notes worth 7.7 billion rupees in the last 2 years. Article 263 of the Criminal Act 2018 has prohibited tampering with banknotes, has a provision of a 3-month jail sentence and 5,000 rupees in penalty. Many people do not pay heed to the safety of the notes as they are unaware of this legal provision. Likewise, the regulatory bodies are also not serious about the issue, leading to the worsening scenario. Based on the report published by the central bank, the new notes worth 300 million rupees are dispersed in the market of the far western region annually. And it's time now for the international update. A Sudanese military plane has crashed in West Darfur state, killing at least 18 people, including 4 children. The aircraft crashed 5 minutes after taking off from an airport in the state capital of El Janina. It had been delivering aid to the area where there have been deadly clashes between ethnic groups in recent days. Army spokesman Amir Mohammed Al-Hassan stated that among the victims were 7 crew members, 3 judges, and 8 civilians, 4 of them children. It is not clear what caused the Antonov 12 aircraft to crash. Hassan added that an investigation was underway. According to Sudan's Red Crescent, this week at least 48 people have been killed and 241 wounded in the violence that has broken out in West Darfur. Clashes broke out between Arab and African groups in El Janina on Sunday night and continued until the following day. And we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for another short break. Welcome back. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the people in Khotang how have they found the services of the hospitals in their district. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
आर बिमारी इमर्जेन्सी आयो भने चाहिँ रिफर गरिहाल्छन् डाक्टर पनि छैनन्
अस्पतालले चाहिँ डाक्टर छैन भनेर चाहिँ हामी लामो समयसम्म कुर्नु परिरहेको हुन्छ
सधैँ आइरहनु पर्छ कुनै बेला यहाँ कर्मचारीहरूले डाक्टर अब हुनुहुन्न पर्खिनु भन्नुहुन्छ र अब धेरै हामीलाई समस्या नै यहाँ हामीलाई परिरहेको हुन्छ
डाक्टर साहब हुनुहुन्न सर हुनुहुन्न भन्नुहुन्छ र टिकट काट्न पनि घण्टौँसम्म पर्खिराख्नुपर्छ
धेरै घण्टा लागेर दुःख गरेर यहाँ हस्पिटलमा बिरामी लिएर आउँछौँ तर यहाँ डाक्टर नभएकोले डाक्टर भएर अथवा नभएर हामीले धेरै समयसम्म कुरिरहनु परेको र हामीले भने अनि सोचे जस्तो सेवा सुविधाहरू पाइरहेका छैनौँ
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. What should be done to save paper notes? Your options are A, increase awareness, B, legal action, and C, priority on digital transactions. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Liverpool have continued their undefeated run at the English Premier League, blanking Sheffield United 2-0 and are at the top of the league table. In the match played at Liverpool's home ground Anfield last night, Mohamed Salah gave the home team an early 1-0 lead by scoring in the 4th minute. In the second half, Sadio Mane doubled Liverpool's lead by scoring in the 64th minute. Sheffield looked weak in last night's match. Liverpool held on to the lead and sealed the 2-0 victory over Sheffield United. Last night's win was Liverpool's 18th consecutive win at the English Premier League. Liverpool are undefeated in their last 51 matches. With the win, Liverpool have taken a clear 13-point lead in the league table. Liverpool are at the top of the points table with 58 points from 20 matches. Leicester City are in the second spot with 45 points from 19 matches, while Manchester City are third with 44 points from also 19 matches. Meanwhile, Sheffield United are in the 8th spot with 29 points. Back home, Armed Police Force APF defeated Saraswati Youth Club 2-1 in yesterday's match at the ongoing Martyrs Memorial A-Division League football. This was the first win for APF at the ongoing tournament. In yesterday's only match played at the Anfa complex in Saddopato, Lalitpur, the first half remained goalless as both the teams were guilty of missing out on a number of goal-scoring opportunities. APF broke the deadlock in the 63rd minute after Ashish Lama gave his team the all-important 1-0 lead. APF doubled the lead in the 3rd minute of injury time. It was Ashish Lama again who scored his second goal of the day. Saraswati did manage to pull one back in the dying minutes with Binod Kesey's goal. It was a must-win match for Saraswati to move beyond the relegation zone. With yesterday's match, the 4th round clashes of the A Division League have come to an end. The 5th round matches of the league will start from tomorrow. And now, before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. The ruling Nepal Communist Party remains divided over the issue of picking up its common candidate for the House Speaker. Minister Lekh Raj Bhatta warns sugar industrialists of freezing all their transactions unless they clear the due payments of the sugarcane farmers. A Sudanese military plane crash in West Darfur state kills at least 18 people, including 4 children, 3 judges, 8 civilians, and 7 crew members among the dead. And Liverpool continue their undefeated run at the English Premier League in 51 matches after blanking Sheffield United 2-0. Take a clear 13-point lead in the league table. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.